Hello everyone, and welcome back to 4KB Shorts, the Let's Play of Kerbal Space Program. A couple of things first. First, I would like to apologize for the last 3 minutes of the preceding video. During the recording of that video, I received a phone call, and I had moved my microphone, and had forgotten to move it back. So although there was audio, and I was speaking during the time of the recording, what ended up happening was my voice was so low and I couldn't fix it, that what ended up happening is I had to just remove the voice audio to begin with. So I had to ditch it, and unfortunately that means that the audio is missing and that you won't be hearing me speak, or did not hear me speak during that video. And yeah, so at the end of that I I did show the explosion that occurred. That was actually during a reload of that video, and I'm looking for the ship I saved just before I came out here, and this might be it. No, this isn't it. The explosion was an occurrence when I was attempting to dock my... Wait, what did I call that ship again? Okay, it was the XN1 that you guys saw. I was trying to dock the XN1, and what ended up happening was when I reloaded, the two ships, the ship and the station, were actually so close together that this section of this apparently intersected or touched mechanical jeb during the reload, and it caused a detonation that then blew both ships apart, and I had to reload again, and within seconds canceled this whole flight. That's actually what occurred then. You did not hear that, of course, because there was no audio, but what I did is it took a minute or two, and it should be under V, there it is, last one. I took a minute or two to redesign the ship, because what I found out what was happening a lot was I'm trying to dock this thing right to left. I'm trying to dock it here. I'm not trying to dock it top to bottom, so I don't need forward and reverse thrust. I actually need really good side-to-side thrust, and I figured what I could do is I could build two thruster sets. So this is what I came up with. 3.16 is my surface to weight ratio, very good. It's only 96.89 tons, which is also very good. I did use the same system as I did on the previous one, where I'm draining the fuel out of this tank, because I don't need the fuel so much as I need the tank. In addition to that, I'm going to change this and put a connector on each side, because although the tank is fuel cross-feed compatible with like everything is cross-feed compatible that goes basically on a space station, I want to make sure I want to make absolutely sure that I can connect to this and put fuel in it or drain fuel out of it without too much difficulty. So I'm going to put a docking point on each side. But anyway, what's going to happen is we're going to fly up with these, fly out with these, and then once we get close enough to the space station, we are going to use these to get me into a docking position. And once that's done, these have jettison points on them. They have decouplers, and they're going to decouple and be jettisoned away from the ship. So that all that is left from all of this is this big orange tank connected to our fueling system, or our fuel rod, as I decided to call it. So because of that, I'm actually going to skip right ahead. I'm going to skip over the launch. I'm going to skip over the orbiting. I'm going to skip over all that, because you guys have seen me do it on every launch, and it's starting to get a little annoying. I don't know why. Honestly, I have two sets of fuel lines here. What I do. Anyway, it's starting to get I'm pretty sure it's boring for you guys, so this is going to be a much shorter video. So I'm just going to launch this, I'm going to get it up there, I'm going to see how it works, and then once I get it close enough to the space station, I will show you guys what the dock looks like. And of course I did call it the Valdezan 1, which is sort of like the Exxon Valdez. If you guys don't know what that is, if you're too young or you never heard of it, look it up. It kind of goes with the whole Exxon naming system, but the Valdezan is a little bit better. So, I will see you guys up in orbit, I swear, I promise. Alrighty everyone, I am now closer to the ship. Now that I'm doing this, I really need to change I really need to change my recording key, because my recording key does what you just saw, which is it switches from what I'm looking at to something else, like the nearest object, because that's the same key. Or I should just change that within Kerbal Space Program, because once that happens, I now am unable to select my target, which gets scary. So I'm going to actually be recording this whole thing to see what happens, but for the most part I am going to probably skip a lot or cut it, just so you guys know. So if I don't talk for a little while, that shouldn't appear in the video. It might, depending on what's happening, but this is actually pretty good. This didn't take very long at all. But this fuel tank I am carrying is empty, so it is very, 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 very light. But I'm having a few ideas. So before any of that goes on, I am going to try to get on with this thing here. Oh dear, I hope that's not too long. I hope that's not too long. One of the few designs you can't test when you're down there is whether or not your bulk system is too long. But we're about to find out, I think. I think it is just a little bit too long. Crap. Okay, I need to go closer. Closer, 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 closer. Remember, I just gotta aim this proper. Gotta aim it proper and I'll be fine, I swear. Oh! God, that was awesome! I do not want to do that 3 more times. I don't. Oh my God, my heart rate is so high right now. You guys would not believe. Can you believe what I just did? I just docked. I know it's empty. I know it's empty, and so that makes it slightly less impressive. But I just docked an orange fuel tank to my fuel rod from the side in orbit on a teeny tiny docking clamp. Look at that! Look at that teeny tiny docking clamp. That's awesome. Oh my God. Hard to breathe. Can't breathe. This is an exciting moment. I don't care what you say. This is the most awesome moment in my Kerbal history right here. I did not believe that I could do this. I did not believe that I could get it straight. I did both. I got it straight up and down. I got it connected. This is... Okay, having a moment. Okay, now so this brings up, as awesome as this design is, quick save. Oh God, quick save. Okay, I'm not like having a moment where I'm crying or anything. I actually I have to burp. So I have gas. I'm not sad. Okay, so woo. Okay, so a couple of things. Now I get to test out my fuel here, right? Okay, so we want to say in, and we're going to drain those tanks. That's right, we are going to drain those tanks. We want to say in and in. Okay, so it doesn't have much fuel. It doesn't have much fuel, but I got a little bit of fuel in this big old tank of mine. And look at that, I have this little connector on the outside, so if I want to bring up a refueling truck, I can. Can you believe? Can you believe that I have to do this 4 times? That's 3 more times. But it does, like I said, it does bring up some design issues with this top tank here. And that is that it will intersect with this. At least this part will intersect with this, and that's not good. Even so, kill the lights, I think. Wow, it's so dark up here. Turn on my lights. Wow. Hey, that actually looks really nice when you turn on all the lights. Sorry, I'm just really excited. Okay, so I quick saved, I drained my tanks. Now I have to do a couple of things, a couple of housekeeping things here, as they call them. Which is decouple 1 and decouple 2. And those flights are going to be cancelled. I know. tracking station because I just want to cancel all the garbage. Valdesan unknown, abort, terminate. All the unknown stuff is just garbage. Oh, now I will tell you that this rocket actually performed really well. I didn't record it because, like I said, I wanted to get you guys up here, but I did not record it. But what I want you guys to know is that this rocket performed exceptionally. The big tanks on the outside got me up to about 100,000 kilometers, or 100,000 kilometers, wow, 100,000 meters, or 100 kilometers, and then the little tanks on the outside were perfect for a rendezvous burn, as you saw, and I still had a little bit of fuel left. So this build is perfect for a refueling ship. Downside, of course, is that I can only bring empty tanks up with this design. That's one flaw. Second flaw, of course, is the intersect issue, where this section of the ship intersects with this section of the pod, which means I can dock on 3 sides, boom, 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 but I won't be able to dock on the 4th with this design. That is a downside, I'm afraid, but still. Okay, we did that, and once again, I'm going to quick save because I have this issue with quick saving, and I want to decouple this side. Boom. Okay, it looks like it left the decoupler behind a little bit. Oh, okay, that one's done. So we're going to go ahead and in flight, tracking station, please. That's garbage, of course. Abort that one. And then I want to go. It's called the Valdesan probe now because it was it's no longer. Oh crap. You know what I think I did? Oh no, I still have the brain. Okay, I still have the brain on. The shuttle show assured. Why is this way down here? What the hell? I think because I keep right-clicking it. Okay, I still have the shuttle, the brain on here, so this should be able to still. Booyah! So there's that. Might be a little collision. Ooh, no! I do not want to end that flight. Thank you. I do want to end this flight. And that was the mechanical jet part of that ship as well. That was part of my yeah, this is all cleanup, and I may include this in the video. You guys will have to see, of course, since I didn't record all of my flight stuff. This was actually really short. I may cut all this out and then fly, but there it is, all complete. So there it is. Here it is, all complete, or at least this part of it. I have an empty fuel tank, or mostly empty fuel tank, a little bit of fuel in it, that I can then use to fill up, and then have other ships dock with it. While I'm up here, though, I am going to miss it, but unfortunately, this portion of the ship has to come loose. And the reason why is because as much as I love the little guy, he is unfortunately mal-designed. He's designed... This is what happens. It happens a lot. I don't know why it happens. Are these... I have fuel in my RCS tanks. I have no electrical power. My lights were on, but I have no electrical power. And because of that, my RCS doesn't work. So this guy, unfortunately, is non-functional. But I kind of like the coupler design that I got going on there. So I'm actually going to redesign. Hello. I'm actually going to redesign the ship, but I do want to end this here. So unfortunately, I don't like waste, I'm afraid. And I thought about like making a decoupler or a coupler that goes between the two where it has solar panels, but then that would make this useless as a tugboat. So this is going to require a redesign, but he was very helpful. Spugly was very helpful in getting us up here. So goodbye, Spugly. Thank you very much for your help. And so we can go back to the probe, but we're not going to. So we're just going to go back to the space station. So for now, I would like to thank you all very much for joining me, 4 kilobytes short, on this Let's Play of Kerbal Space Program and the first successful launch of our refueling ship, the Valdesan 1. Perfect little boat, worked really, really well. And with that, I will absolutely see you next video.